1. The Invisible Man. Lee Hwanell's suspenseful psychological horror thriller, The Invisible Man, debuted in 2020. This contemporary version of H.G. Wells' beloved book approaches the traditional story of invisibility from a new angle, by emphasizing themes of abuse, domination, and psychological suffering. The protagonist of the tale is Elizabeth Moss's Cecilia Cass, who flees from Adrian Griffin, played by Oliver Jackson Cohen, after he becomes violent and domineering. Following Adrian's apparent death, Cecilia starts to have weird and horrifying experiences, which make her think Adrian is still alive and has just figured out a method to blend into the background. Cecilia's sanity is called into doubt as she attempts to persuade others of her unseen stalker. She has to battle to establish her reality before it's too late. The director uses stillness and empty areas to heighten the impression of unseen peril, emphasizing tension and suspense. The film's visual effects are expertly used to provide a terrifying image of an unseen opponent, and Elizabeth Moss gives a standout performance that serves as the story's focal point. The Invisible Man is a sophisticated examination of pain and empowerment rather than just a straightforward horror movie. Cecilia's story highlights the emotional and psychological costs of toxic relationships by resonating with themes of gaslighting and the long-lasting impacts of abuse. By deftly fusing otherworldly themes with everyday anxieties, the movie creates a viscerally genuine sense of the invisible menace. Widespread critical praise was bestowed on The Invisible Man for its deft storytelling, suspenseful atmosphere, and superb performances, especially Moss's depiction of Cecilia. It serves as evidence of the timeless appeal of traditional horror ideas and their capacity to spark debate and thinking in the modern day. 2. Relic. Natalie Erica James's atmospheric horror film Relic, which debuted in 2020, is eerie and gloomy. This Australian production offers a spooky story that combines paranormal aspects with an insightful examination of family relationships and the effects of dementia and aging. The plot centers on Emily Mortimer's character Kay and Bella Heathcote's character Sam, who accompany Kay to her ailing mother Edna's Robin Nevin isolated and dilapidated house. When they learn that Edna has vanished, a search is launched, which turns up disturbing information regarding the house's past and its relationship to the family. Kay and Sam see strange happenings in the house as they try to solve Edna's disappearance mystery, which appears to be a reflection of Edna's declining mental state. Condition. The film emphasizes the emotional toll of managing a loved one's cognitive deterioration by creating an environment of claustrophobia and darkness that successfully evokes a sense of dread and foreboding. Relic deftly addresses issues of loss, generational trauma, and the anxiety associated with losing one's identity. The horror aspects are woven with a more in-depth analysis of the difficulties in family dynamics, illustrating the psychological cost of seeing a loved one slip into dementia. The deteriorating house serves as a metaphor for the character's inner torment in Natalie Erica James's directing, which reveals a good sense of mood and emotion. The three major women portray the weight of their common past and their anxiety about what lies ahead with nuance and realism in their performances. Relic is an all-around remarkable horror movie that transcends mere terror to offer an emotional contemplation on death and kinship ties. By appealing to our shared anxieties and feelings, it gives viewers a spooky and memorable movie experience. 3. His House. His House is a compelling horror film released in 2020, directed by Remy Weeks. This British supernatural thriller offers a fresh take on the haunted house genre, blending spine-chilling scares with a poignant exploration of the refugee experience and the haunting legacy of trauma. The story follows Bol and Riol, a Sudanese couple seeking asylum in the UK after fleeing war-torn South Sudan. They are assigned a rundown house while awaiting their refugee status, but soon discover that sinister forces lurk within its walls. As they try to rebuild their lives in a foreign country haunted by their past, they must also confront supernatural horrors that threaten their sanity and safety. What sets his house apart is its deep emotional resonance and social commentary. Remy Weeks skillfully weaves together themes of displacement, cultural identity, and survivor's guilt with traditional horror tropes, creating a narrative that is both terrifying and thought-provoking. The film's visual style is haunting and atmospheric, with eerie cinematography that captures the sense of isolation and unease experienced by the protagonists. The use of supernatural elements serves as a metaphor for the couple's psychological trauma, blurring the lines between reality and nightmare. The performances by P. Doraisu and Wunmi Mosaku are particularly compelling, portraying the complexities of their characters' emotions and struggles. As Bol and Riol grapple with their haunted past and uncertain future, their journey becomes a gripping exploration of resilience and survival in the face of overwhelming adversity. His house received widespread acclaim for its inventive storytelling, powerful performances, and socially relevant themes. It stands as a testament to the potential of horror cinema to address profound human experiences, while delivering spine-tingling thrills. This film is a must-watch for horror enthusiasts and anyone interested in thought-provoking storytelling with a supernatural twist. 4. Possessor. Possessor is a mind-bending and provocative sci-fi horror film directed by Brandon Cronenberg and released in 2020. This chilling cinematic experience delves deep into themes of identity, control, and the existential dread of losing oneself. The story follows Tasia Voss, an elite assassin who works for a secretive organization using advanced technology to inhabit other people's bodies and carry out high-profile assassinations. As Tasia becomes increasingly immersed in her dangerous profession, she struggles to maintain her own identity, blurring the lines between her true self and the personas she adopts for her missions. Brandon Cronenberg's direction is unflinchingly visceral and thought-provoking, presenting a dystopian world where technology has blurred the boundaries between human consciousness and external control. The film's visual style is haunting and surreal, with disturbing imagery that reflects the psychological unraveling of its characters. What makes Possessor truly impactful is its emotional depth and exploration of existential themes. Andrea Riseborough delivers a compelling performance, capturing the complexity of Tasia's internal struggle as she grapples with the moral implications of her work and the erosion of her sense of self. As the narrative unfolds, Possessor forces viewers to confront uncomfortable questions about free will, identity, and the consequences of technological advancement. It challenges our perceptions of reality and pushes the boundaries of traditional horror storytelling, leaving a lasting impression long after the credits roll. Overall, Possessor is a haunting and cerebral film that lingers in the mind, offering a visceral journey into the darkest corners of human consciousness. It's a testament to Brandon Cronenberg's vision and storytelling prowess, pushing the genre to new heights while delivering a deeply affecting exploration. 5. The Dark and the Wicked. The Dark and the Wicked is a chilling horror film directed by Brian Bertino and released in 2020. This atmospheric and emotionally intense movie takes viewers on a terrifying journey into the depths of familial trauma and supernatural terror. The story revolves around Louise and Michael, siblings who return to their family farm to care for their ailing father. However, upon their arrival, they encounter inexplicable and malevolent forces that begin to torment them. As the sinister events escalate, Louise and Michael realize they are facing an evil that threatens to consume them both. Brian Bertino's direction infuses the film with palpable dread and suspense from start to finish. The isolated rural setting becomes a haunting backdrop, mirroring the emotional isolation and helplessness of the main characters as they confront unimaginable horrors. What sets The Dark and the Wicked apart is its exploration of profound themes such as grief, guilt, and the breakdown of family bonds. Maren Ireland delivers a powerful and emotionally charged performance as Louise, haunted by her demons and the terror lurking within her home. Michael Abbott Jr. also shines as Michael, portraying a protective brother struggling to make sense of the inexplicable events unfolding around them. As the film unfolds, viewers are drawn into a nightmarish world where existential dread and supernatural forces collide. Brian Bertino's skillful storytelling and character development make The Dark and the Wicked a deeply unsettling and thought-provoking horror experience. The Dark and the Wicked is a must-watch for horror enthusiasts craving a sophisticated and emotionally resonant film. It's a haunting exploration of fear and despair that will leave a lasting impression on audiences who dare to venture into its shadowy depths. 6. Host. Host is a unique and innovative horror film released in 2020, directed by Rob Savage. What sets Host apart is its clever use of modern technology and its ability to tap into contemporary fears, creating a chilling and immersive experience for viewers. The film unfolds entirely over a Zoom call, reflecting the era of remote communication during the COVID-19 pandemic. It follows a group of friends who decide to hold a virtual séance for fun while in lockdown. However, their seemingly innocent gathering takes a terrifying turn when they unwittingly summon a malevolent spirit into their homes. Rob Savage's direction in Host is masterful, using the limitations of video chat to his advantage. The confined spaces of each participant's home become settings for eerie and suspenseful encounters with the supernatural. The use of practical effects and clever camera work adds to the authenticity and creepiness of the film. What makes Host so effective is its ability to tap into the anxieties of the times. The isolation of lockdown, coupled with the uncertainty and fear surrounding the pandemic, creates a perfect backdrop for the film's escalating tension and scares. Viewers are kept on edge as they witness the characters' descent into horror from the safety of their screens. The performances by the cast, many of whom participated in the production from their own homes, feel genuine and relatable. The chemistry between the friends adds to the authenticity of their interactions, making the supernatural events that unfold all the more unsettling. Host stands as a testament to the creativity and resourcefulness of independent filmmakers. 7. La Llorona. La Llorona is a haunting and thought-provoking horror film directed by Jairo Bustamante and released in 2020. This Guatemalan supernatural thriller offers a chilling exploration of historical trauma and political allegory, wrapped in a tale of supernatural vengeance. The story is set in Guatemala and revolves around the aftermath of a genocidal regime. A former military dictator, General Enrique Monteverde, played by Julio Diaz, is put on trial for atrocities committed during the Civil War. However, strange and terrifying events begin to unfold in his household, leading to the suspicion that they are being haunted by La Llorona, a legendary figure from Latin American folklore known as the Weeping Woman. Jairo Bustamante's direction is both atmospheric and poignant, blending elements of horror with sharp social commentary. The film delves into themes of guilt, accountability, and the lingering specter of historical violence. The haunting presence of La Llorona serves as a metaphor for the unresolved trauma and injustice that continue to haunt Guatemalan society. Visually striking and emotionally resonant, La Llorona captivates audiences with its eerie ambience and compelling storytelling. The film's chilling moments are complemented by a powerful score and evocative cinematography that captures the tension and fear permeating the characters' lives. The performances by the cast, particularly Julio Diaz as the conflicted General Monteverde and Maria Mercedes Coroy as the mysterious Alma, add depth and emotional weight to the narrative. Through their characters, the film explores the complexities of guilt and redemption in the shadow of a violent past. La Llorona received critical acclaim for its artistic merit and thematic depth, cementing Jairo Bustamonte's reputation as a rising talent in international cinema. It offers a fresh perspective on horror, using supernatural elements to shed light on real-world injustices and the enduring legacy of historical trauma. For viewers seeking a horror film with substance and social relevance, La Llorona delivers a haunting and unforgettable cinematic experience. 8. The Lodge. The Lodge is a chilling psychological horror film directed by Veronica Franz and Severin Fiala, released in 2020. This atmospheric thriller takes audiences on a suspenseful and unsettling journey into the depths of isolation and psychological unraveling. The story centers around Aiden and Mia, two children who are left in the care of their father's fiancée, Grace, played by Riley Keough, at a remote winter lodge. As the family becomes snowed in, tensions rise, and disturbing events unfold, revealing dark secrets from Grace's past. As paranoia takes hold, Aiden and Mia find themselves at the mercy of their increasingly unhinged caretaker. Veronica Franz and Severin Fiala's direction in The Lodge is masterful, creating a sense of claustrophobia and dread amidst the icy isolation of the lodge. The film expertly builds suspense, with each scene adding to the atmosphere of unease and uncertainty. What sets The Lodge apart is its exploration of trauma and grief, intertwining psychological horror with profound emotional themes. Riley Keough delivers a riveting performance as Grace, portraying a character haunted by her past and struggling to navigate the psychological labyrinth of the lodge. The film's visual style is haunting and atmospheric, with stark winter landscapes and eerie interiors amplifying the sense of isolation and paranoia. The use of sound and cinematography further enhances the film's tension, creating a palpable sense of dread that lingers throughout. The Lodge received critical acclaim for its intense storytelling, chilling atmosphere, and strong performances. It challenges the conventions of the horror genre by delving into the complexities of human emotion and psychological trauma, making it a standout film for fans of psychological thrillers. The Lodge is a must-watch for those who appreciate psychological horror that leaves a lasting impact. With its atmospheric setting, gripping narrative, and stellar performances, The Lodge delivers a chilling and thought-provoking cinematic experience that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. 9. Impetigore. Impetigore is a chilling Indonesian horror film directed by Joko Anwar and released in 2020. This atmospheric and suspenseful movie offers a terrifying exploration of folklore, curses, and ancestral secrets. The story follows a young woman named Maya who returns to her ancestral village in rural Indonesia, after discovering she may have inherited property there. Upon arriving in the village, Maya and her friend Dini encounter strange and hostile villagers who seem to harbor dark secrets. As Maya digs deeper into her family's history, she unravels a horrifying curse tied to her own identity. Joko Anwar's direction in Impetigore is masterful, blending traditional Indonesian mythology with contemporary horror elements. The film's rural setting becomes a character in itself, with dense forests and dilapidated houses contributing to the sense of isolation and foreboding. What sets Impetigore apart is its exploration of cultural folklore and the lingering effects of trauma. As Maya confronts the supernatural forces at play, the film delves into themes of guilt, revenge, and the consequences of past sins. The performances by the cast are captivating, with Tara Basro delivering a strong and nuanced portrayal of Maya's journey from curiosity to terror. Marissa Anita provides excellent support as Maya's loyal friend caught up in the village's dark mysteries. Impetigore received critical acclaim for its effective storytelling, eerie atmosphere, and thematic depth. Joko Anwar's unique blend of horror and cultural commentary showcases Indonesia's rich storytelling traditions, while offering a fresh take on the genre. For viewers interested in international horror that goes beyond jump scares to explore complex themes, 10. Underwater. Underwater is an intense sci-fi horror film directed by William Eubank, released in 2020. This thrilling movie takes viewers on a deep-sea adventure filled with suspense, claustrophobia, and terrifying creatures. The story centers around a team of researchers and drilling workers stationed at a deep-sea drilling facility located at the bottom of the ocean. When a catastrophic earthquake strikes, the facility is severely damaged, leaving the survivors to navigate the treacherous underwater environment in a fight for their lives. As they struggle to reach safety, they soon discover that they are not alone in the depths of the ocean. William Eubank's direction in Underwater is relentless, plunging viewers into a world of darkness and danger. The film effectively utilizes the setting of the deep sea to create a sense of isolation and helplessness, with the pressure of the ocean adding to the characters' desperation. What makes Underwater stand out is its blend of horror and science fiction elements. As the survivors encounter mysterious and terrifying creatures lurking in the depths, the tension escalates, keeping audiences on the edge of their seats. Kristen Stewart leads the cast with a strong performance as Nora, a mechanical engineer determined to survive against all odds. The ensemble cast, including Vincent Castle, Jessica Henwick, and T.J. Miller, delivers solid performances, portraying characters grappling with fear and uncertainty in the face of unimaginable threats. The film's visual effects and cinematography are impressive, capturing the eerie beauty and terror of the underwater environment. The sense of urgency and impending doom drives the narrative forward, making Underwater a pulse-pounding and exhilarating cinematic experience. Overall, Underwater is a thrilling and action-packed ride that delivers scares and suspense in equal measure. For fans of creature features and survival horror, this film offers a thrilling deep-sea adventure that will leave viewers breathless until the final moments.